Liver King is having liver. Surprise! Surprise! Dinner today. And his little cousin, don't forget, chicken liver.
I did the carnivore diet for all of January. I lost 12 pounds.
A friend of mine, a kickboxer, started it and said, Andrew, you have to try this. It's changed my entire world. And it's the carnivore diet. It's basically living on 85 to 90% of what you eat has to be meat.
The benefits you'll get when you go onto the carnivore diet are more muscle, less body fat, better health, more focus, less anxiety. All we have to do is eat real food that our ancestors ate.
Wow, this whole carnivore diet thing seems so cool. Like, everyone's on it nowadays. I guess if our ancestors ate that way, it must be good, right? So maybe I should give it a try. What's that?
Hello? And who are you? Yo, this is so epic. I'm literally in the prehistoric times right now. I'm literally Liver King in real life. This is wilding though. Okay, prehistoric human, hand me a nice prehistoric carnivore meal, please. What? You're not actually carnivore? Oh. Okay.
This video is for vegetarians especially, but you can benefit from it even as a lifter who eats meat. My advice to you would then be, if you eat meat, make sure it's good quality. 2 years ago, I finally told her. I told this girl that I had a crush on her for 4 years. And she replied, no. It was at this point that I realized what a fucking loser I was and that I had to get my life back on track. I mean, I weighed 50 kilos and all I did the entire day was play Minecraft and obsess over girls that I can't even get. Thankfully, it was around this time that I discovered the gym. I thought that the gym was not only a good way to get control over my life, but also a good way to build aesthetics that will make me more attractive and respectable, so I can get a gamer girlfriend, and if she leaves me, that's more gym motivation. So I embarked on my journey to gain lots of muscle. The problem is, I still wanted to hold on to my vegetarian lifestyle, because I believed, and still to this day believe, that as long as it's not necessary to kill an animal, we shouldn't do it. So I want to debunk some limited beliefs for you that you might encounter as a vegetarian lifter. The first limited belief is that being vegetarian is impossible. What I mean by that is that you will inevitably run into deficiencies and have to take supplements. This is not true. It's true for vegans, however, as they lack B12. The thing is, many meat eaters don't know much about nutrition and have many deficiencies. As a vegetarian, all you have to do is put in a little bit more research and you'll be good. Notice that putting on muscle will increase your need for nutrients though. So as you progress and you gain mass, you might almost double your caloric need and therefore your need for vitamins and nutrients too. A good diet is a diet that has enough variation and that hits every vitamin. This does not require that you eat meat. It simply requires that you eat a little bit of everything. The second limiting belief is that vegetarians build less muscle. I completely understand that if you believe something like this, that's a valid argument to not be vegetarian. But to be honest, testosterone, training and calories are what matter the most. Meat doesn't really give you that much of an increase. As I told you, you can get all of your nutrients on the vegetarian diet. And I mean, if you look at my transformation, how could this have gone any better? The diet.
Do not eat uranium.
Calories. If you're trying to lose fat, eat less. If you're trying to gain muscle, eat more. That goes without saying, but there, I said it. Only track them if you're not seeing results anyway, like me who has a shitty metabolism. Most people make progress without tracking calories, so don't stress yourself unnecessarily. Also, if you're tracking something, tracking either protein or calories should suffice, because if you hit your calories, you'll automatically hit your protein and vice versa. Here are some protein-rich foods for inspiration for your meals. Tofu, rice, broccoli, eggs, lentils, peas, cheese or other dairy, nuts, dark chocolate, seitan, which is just pure gluten basically, or just literally any food if you eat large enough quantities of it. Vitamin wise, you will not die within 2 weeks even if you eat like the most bullshit, but here are some tips. Since you're not eating fish, you should consider eating seaweed or algae or something. To be honest, I don't do it, but it has health benefits. Iron from legumes. B12 is in eggs, cheese, algae or just energy drinks literally. Fun fact about B12, most animals are given B12 supplements, so it's not really natural in meat either, so you're getting it from supplements either way. Many people take pre-workout, which is often loaded with lots of caffeine, so drinking a coffee would work too. If you want to step up the game a little bit, take meth, take crack cocaine. Creatine is not essential as your body produces it naturally, but many meat eaters supplement it for extra gains, even though it's found naturally in meat. So you might supplement it too. I personally don't. You can supplement it. In conclusion, you don't need to supplement anything, but it's not a shame to do it anyway, because even meat eaters take lots of supplements often, so you can. I recommend getting blood work done once a year. Even if you're a meat eater, this is not a mistake. Just to check if you have severe deficiencies. But training! So the core concept you wanna understand is progressive overload, which just means adding a little bit more onto what you already can do. So on your first day in your life in the gym, you can literally go there, turn around and leave, because that's more than you did before. The next day just go there and do one fun exercise and then leave. And eventually, thanks to the principle of progressive overload, you'll be training like a real bodybuilder. Of course you won't be working the entire body every day. What split will you use? Most people do a push-pull leg split. I will explain what it looks like in a moment. So push means training chest, triceps and shoulders. Pull means back and biceps, and legs means legs. Advanced lifters may do a separate arms day, where they just destroy their arms for hours on end. Usually when people talk about working out, they talk about the gym, but calisthenics is growing more and more popular, and I've started to do it as well. There are many advantages. It's free and the exercises look cooler. So nobody cares how much you can bench, but people do care when you can do a flag. Also, you'll get an arguably more aesthetic body. The best thing in my opinion is to do both.
This is big brain time.
Because you can get all the advantages combined. But if you don't want to pay for a gym membership, that's fine. There are calisthenics exercises that you can do easily. If you hit a plateau in your training, so you don't make any more progress, add variation. I know you want a six-pack, so you can train abs on any day that you like, or literally every day. If you want a six-pack that badly, literally train abs every day. Also train them like any other muscle, please. So don't fall for these 10-minute workouts to get a six-pack this summer, okay? Now some general workout tips. Make sure to warm up before heavy exercise, either by doing some form of cardio or mobility exercises or something. Stretch after your training, especially on leg day, or you will get brutal cramps. Look up how to do the exercises with proper form, especially on the heavy compound lifts, so you don't hurt yourself. Baby, don't hurt me. The machines are pretty intuitive, so okay. Notice that doing very difficult heavy exercises, where you can only do like 1 to 4 reps, will give you strength. 6 to 12 reps will give you hypertrophy, meaning mass. And all above that is endurance, and stuff like running is cardio. Stay in the hypertrophy range for most of the time, and experiment with other rep ranges if you hit a plateau. Because as I said, variation is good. Shock the muscle, as Arnold Schwarzenegger said. If you don't know what exercises to do, I have linked below a simple split that I used for the past 2 years, which has given me tremendous results. Of course, sometimes I add in different exercises or add variation. Use this as your framework and tweak some things once you grow a deeper understanding. The link in the description will bring you to my newsletter, where I will automatically send you the split in the confirmation email. It's free, don't worry, okay? And finally, the best tip: be heartbroken.